Good morning, Bumblebees. Welcome to Maths This Morning. Just before we go any further, just double check that you are watching the correct video for your group. Today there are two separate videos. So there is a video for orange and red team, and then there is a separate video for yellow, green, blue and purple teams. So just double check that you're watching the right one because they both start in exactly the same way. So to start our lesson, we're all going to find a quarter of an amount. So here I've got two fractions on the board, and I've set up your fraction for you using a bar model. So I've already put in your total number, which is 24 here, and I've created your bar model. But what I haven't done is I haven't split your bar model up into quarters, and I haven't added the counters. So before we go any further, have a go at answering 1/4 of 24, and then have a go at answering 1/4 of 40. Stop your video now. Answer those questions in your books and then come back onto the video and see if you've got the right answer, just so that you are using this time really well to practice that maths. So stop the video now, have a go at answering those questions, and then when you press play, you'll have all of the answers. So 1/4 of 24 then. To start with, we need to read the question, which is what we've just done here. Then we need to draw our bar model, which I have created here. There are some bits of my bar model that are missing, and that is I haven't split my bar model into quarters. So I'm just going to very quickly draw my lines. So I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts for my 4 quarters here. Okay, so we're going to now share. The 24 is going in here because that is our whole number, and I'm going to share those 24 counters in my 4 boxes for my 4 quarters. So help me along by counting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. So we're going to stop there because that is my total. And then because I am looking for 1/4 of 24, I'm going to circle my 1/4 here. I'll circle it in a different colour because it's very black this morning. So I'm going to circle it all in red. So that tells me that is my 1/4 here. So 1/4 of 24 is, count those dots and see if you've got the right answer. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is your answer. If you've got that right, give yourself a huge, great big tick, because that is brilliant. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So we're still finding quarters because that's our objective here, is to find a quarter of an amount. So job number 1, we need to check and read the question. So it says 1/4 of 40 this time. Next job is to draw your bar model, which I again have started here, and put your whole number in the top box as I have done here. And then we just need to go back a step and just split my bar into my 4 quarters. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, which we have got there. And then I'm going to share my 40 counters this time. So we're going to have to count along with me till we've shared out 40 this time. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. Just squeezing the last few in there. Okay, so it's asking for 1/4 of 40. So I'm going to circle my 1/4 of 40, which is here. Again, as I mentioned the other day, it doesn't matter if you circle the first box or the last box, they should all be equal. So how many have we got in here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So my answer to that question is 10. Well done, everybody. Give yourself a big tick. Awesome work this morning. So for the next part of your maths lesson, we're going to be looking at finding non-unit fractions of an amount. So can I just double check that everyone that's watching this video is in red team or orange team? If you are not in one of those two teams, can you pop off this video and go and find the other video, because the work that you're going to be doing is on that video. Obviously, if you want to watch this video to get some more information, that is absolutely fine as well. That is not a problem. So we're going to look at the difference, first of all, between what a unit fraction is and what a non-unit fraction is. So firstly, a unit fraction. If you have a look at this box here, you can see all of those fractions that we've got there. So we've got 1/4, 1/2, 1/5, 1/23, 1/12, 1/6, and 1/8. Now there's something in common about all of those fractions. See if you can tell a grown-up at home what is the same about all of those fractions. So if you have recognised that in all of those fractions the numerator is 1, then you have got the right answer. Well done, everybody, because a unit fraction has a numerator always of 1. So every time we find a unit fraction, the numerator is always 1. So that's why they are called unit fractions. So you've probably guessed what the difference is now between a unit fraction and here a non-unit fraction. So a non-unit fraction, you can see here from these fractions that we have got, the denominators are exactly the same as the previous picture, whereas the numerators have all changed. And none of these numerators are now 1. They are all a different number. And that's because when we're looking at non-unit fractions, they aren't 1. There isn't just one piece of them, there's more than one piece of them. So here we're looking for 3/4. Here we're looking for a whole number actually, because it's 2 parts of a half. Here we're looking for 4/5. Here we're looking for 10/23. Here we're looking for 5/12. Here we're looking for 4/6. And finally here we're looking for 7/8. But don't panic, because we're going to show you how we can work this out using your maths that we have already learned from the previous lessons. So here we are going to be looking at a non-unit fraction where we are finding a number, a fraction of a number. So firstly, we have got 2/5 of 15 this time. Now up until the very last part of finding this answer, everything is exactly the same as it would be if it was a normal unit fraction. So I'm going to draw my bar model, which needs to have 5 pieces because it's fifths. So let's go across for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to go down for 2 boxes. That's so that I have got my bar model set up, and I'm going to split it in the middle there in half so I can write my whole number at the top. And then I'm going to split my bottom bar into my fifths. So I will end up with 5 fifths that are all equal along the bottom. So my next part is I need to just pop my 15 here into there to show you that my 15 is a whole number. And then I'm going to split my 15 exactly the same as we have done for every other lesson this week into my 5 boxes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because 15 is my whole number. Now, this is where it changes. So I'm going to put red pen on because this is going to help us. So we're not now looking for 1/5. We're in fact looking for 2/5, which means that this numerator here is going to tell me how many boxes down here I need to circle. So it's telling me I need 2 parts, which are these 2 boxes here, of my 5 parts. So instead of just circling 1, I'm going to circle 2. And then any counters that are in that circle help me towards my answer. So let's count those counters. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer to 2/5 of 15 is 6 because I've circled 2/5 of that whole number. Don't panic if you're thinking, what? We'll have another go. So let's have a look at this one. This time we've got 2/3 of 15. So I've kept the number the same, but we're just changing the fraction that we are looking for. So read the question. It says 2/3 of 15. My first job is to draw my bar. So again, we're doing thirds. So we've got 1, 2, 3 going across and 2 going down because we need to split our bar in half. So I'm going to draw my bar going across the middle, and then I'm going to go down to separate my bar into my 3 equal pieces. So my whole 15 needs, my 15 needs to go in the bar at the top there. Excellent, everyone, well done. I know you're keeping up, so let's count out the 15 in total. So count with me, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. 15 is my whole number. And you've probably guessed it, I'm finding 2/3. 2/3 is the number that I'm looking for. So we don't circle 1/3, we circle 2 of them. So we're going to go right round 2 boxes, count up the total in the 2 boxes, and my total is 10. Well done if you've got that one right. So we're just going to go for one final question. So our final question is 4/6 of 18. So same again, we're going to read the question, which is 4/6 of 18. We're then going to draw our bar model. So I need my bar model to be 6 boxes wide this time because we need 6 parts. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go down to make it 2 squares high. I'm going to split it in half, as we have done for every other question, and then make my fractions along the bottom, which are 6. Sorry, it's just taking a bit of time, that one. There we go. And then my whole number, which is 18, needs to go in the top box there. Okay, right. So let's just check down the list that I've managed to do all of the steps. So I've read the question, I've drawn the bar model, I've added the total amount, I've split the bar into equal pieces. So I'm now on this step, which is share the total number. So I'm going to get my total number, I'm going to share it between my 6 fractions. Are we ready to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I stop there because 18 is my whole number. And then this time you've probably guessed it, and I can tell that you've all raced on because you know what you're doing now because you're all experts at this. But we're looking for 4/6. So that means I need to circle 4 of my boxes. So I'm going to go right round 4 of my boxes, and then I need to count the total. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the answer to my fraction of 4/6 of 18 is 12. Well done, everybody. So for the remainder of the lesson, I would like you to answer some questions. Now the questions look like this. It's a maze. So you answer the first question on the maze here, and then depending on the answer that you get, you either follow this route going through the maze or this route going through the maze. So if 7 9ths of 45 is 35, the answer, you come this way. And if it's 40, you go that way. So that's how you answer your maze. And then you answer the questions in this link here. So if I just click the link, they open up again. And don't forget to use the bar at the side here to access your other questions, just as an extra bit of practice. Huge well done, everybody, and I will look forward to receiving your work later.